across many parts of Africa, from the coastlines of Nigeria, Ghana, Benin, Cameroon, and beyond, there is a story told by fishermen, elders, and storytellers for generations. A story about beauty, wealth, mystery, and the power of the sea. They call her Mami Wata. Some say she is a spirit of the water. Some say she is a guardian of rivers and oceans. And some say she tests the hearts of humans. But one thing is certain, her story is one of the most powerful legends in African folklore. In a small fishing village near the ocean, life depended entirely on the sea. Fishermen woke before sunrise. They prayed, they pushed their wooden boats into the water, and they returned home only when the sun set. Among them was a young fisherman named Kofi. Kofi was honest and hardworking, but his life was difficult. Some days he caught fish, other days, nothing. The village elders often warned the young fishermen, "Respect the ocean, it has a spirit." The younger men laughed. They believed the sea was just water. But the elders knew stories. Stories passed down from their ancestors. Stories about a beautiful water spirit who appears during quiet nights. They called her Mami Wata. One evening, Kofi stayed longer on the ocean than usual. The sky turned orange. The waves became calm. A strange silence filled the air. Suddenly, the water shimmered. From beneath the surface, a figure appeared. She was breathtaking. Long flowing hair, beads and ornaments shining under the moonlight. Her presence felt powerful yet peaceful. She stood on the water without sinking. Kofi dropped his fishing net in shock. She smiled and spoke in a voice soft like waves. "Why do you fear me?" Kofi could barely answer. She introduced herself as the spirit of the water. In many African traditions, Mami Wata is believed to represent rivers, oceans, fertility, beauty, wealth, and mystery. She told Kofi, "I can bless you. I can fill your nets with fish. I can bring prosperity to your village, but you must respect the sea." Then she disappeared beneath the waves. That night, something strange happened. Kofi's net was heavier than ever before. Fish filled his boat completely. The next day, the same thing happened. And the next, Kofi became the most successful fisherman in the village. People admired him. He built a better house. He bought new equipment. He helped his family. The village praised him. But something slowly changed inside him. He began to think his success was only because of his own skill. He stopped thanking the sea. He stopped remembering Mami Wata's warning. Greed started growing quietly. He wanted more wealth, more recognition, more power. One evening, while fishing far from the shore, the water became unusually dark, the wind stopped, the ocean felt different. Suddenly, his boat began to shake. From the waves, she appeared again. But this time, her expression was serious, not angry, not cruel, but disappointed. She said, "The sea gives, but it also balances. You took more than you needed. Respect is forgotten." The sky began to change. Clouds formed quickly. A storm approached. Kofi realized his mistake. He had become greedy. He had ignored balance. He prayed for forgiveness. The waves slowly calmed. Mami Wata looked at him one last time. Then she disappeared. Days later, a powerful storm hit the village. Waves crashed violently. Boats struggled to survive. The villagers feared losing everything. Kofi remembered the lesson. Instead of chasing profit, he helped others secure their boats. He shared food. He guided younger fishermen. He respected the ocean's power. The storm eventually passed. The village survived. From that day forward, Kofi changed. Not because of fear, but because of understanding. Across Africa, stories of Mami Wata vary. In some traditions, she is seen as a symbol of wealth. In others, she represents temptation. Some believe she rewards discipline and respect. Others see her as a spiritual metaphor for nature's power. But many elders agree on one thing. Mami Water teaches balance. Water gives life, but water can also destroy. She represents that dual nature, beauty and danger, blessing and challenge, prosperity and responsibility. Mami Water appears in art, music, dance, and spiritual traditions across Africa and the diaspora. She is often depicted as a mermaid-like figure, but she is more than a mermaid. She is part of African mythology. Her story traveled through generations, through oral storytelling, through festivals, through cultural expression, and even today, many communities still share versions of her legend. The story of Mami Water is not just about a water spirit. It is about respect. It is about balance. It is about understanding nature. It reminds us that success should not lead to greed, that power should not remove humility, and that the sea, like life, must be respected. Whether you believe in the legend or see it as folklore, the message remains powerful.